We begin our media with a sequence of shots which shows our main character look at the voicemail from his girlfriend. The voice over, which is overlaid over a series of long shots and close-ups, shows Sam looking at his phone. The close-ups of his facial expressions show his sadness at this. For the audience, we are unaware of who Amy is at this moment in time. We then show the transition for Sam looking at his phone and pulling it down again to him running up the stairs. We show this by a long shot of him running up the stairs, and then a shot face just by the top of the stairs to show him running in the corner as we track to follow him into the bathroom. Inside the bathroom, we do a mid-shot to show him looking inside the cabinet. A close-up shot from inside the cabinet then shows his face. The audience is now aware that there is a bruise on his face. The audience would now question where the bruise has come from. The character then shuts the cabinet, and on the front of it the two mirrors reflect the bruise. This allows the audience to see the facial expressions which Sam shows at his sadness and upset of having a bruise on his face. He then looks down at his bruise and notices how obvious it looks to the wider world. We then cut to the next sequence which shows Sam getting into his car. We then see him in the car when he finished driving, looking at his phone and seeing text messages from Amy. We then have the voicemail overlaid and then show Sam shutting the door and getting out before driving. We then have a sequence where Sam meets up with his mates. They question the bruise on his face and also question the fact that his girlfriend keeps ringing him. This now makes the audience aware that Amy is actually Sam's girlfriend. The series of phone calls and text messages continue as Sam gets more on edge and decides to leave his mates. On the way back home, he looks in his mirror in his car, noticing the bruise again, before we show a shot of him on the steering wheel, putting his head as he realising his emotions. We then have a mid shot followed by a close up of Sam looking at his phone before heading to the fridge and seeing a note from his mum saying dinner's in the fridge. We then have a shot of Sam getting the dinner out of the fridge before we proceed to Sam picking up the actual item of dinner for a close-up shot. We then show Sam sitting down, his phone again on the table. This then instigates the first of our flashbacks. The first flashback relates to Amy and Sam in their early days of going out. They're happy as they both enjoy a meal. We then flash back to Sam, who's eating his dinner, as we then track his eye movement for an eye-line match of him looking at a photo on the side. This then initialises our second flashback. The second flashback begins to show anger from Amy, as the audience now becomes slightly aware of the temperament of Amy and how she takes out her anger and in some ways mistrust out on Sam. The flashback shows him sitting on the sofa as Amy hands the photo to Sam. As Sam is not as excited as Amy would have hoped when she gives him the picture, Amy gets angry and frustrated that Sam is not happy with the present that she has given him.
Our next sequence shows Sam's phone going off. We assume it's a text from Amy, but this time it's someone called Laura, who is Sam's friend. We then get a shot of Sam's facial expression, and he seems slightly happier that he has got a text from her. This then creates the third flashback, which shows Laura coming to meet Sam when he is with Amy. Amy gets jealous and storms off. This results in a confrontation with Amy when they get back to Sam's house, and she chucks her phone at him. We have the final flashback to confirm our idea of domestic violence. In current time, Sam gets a saucepan out of the dishwasher, which triggers the memory of when Amy hit him with the saucepan. She gets angry about Laura again, and we do not see the actual violence, but we see it through the reflection of a mirror, where the reflection only shows Amy hitting him. She hits him in the place, so we realise this is how he got his bruise. She leaves and we cut to Sam cowering on the floor. This mirrors the shot of him in current time as we see he is crying sitting on the table. The flashbacks have made him realise that he needs to change his life. This influences him to call Laura to talk about it. However, after he has not responded to Amy's texts all afternoon, she comes to his house. She comes inside and asks him who is on the phone. As he hangs up, we do not see what happens, only the sound of the dial tone hanging up cuts to the sound of a heart monitor in a hospital, where we see that Sam is injured. Then the film ends.